You guys have been adding me a lot to watch this development update, and there may be signs that there's NASCAR 25 in here, and so I gave up. I will make this video. I do want to point out though, guys, I really don't think any of this is a NASCAR 25. I'm being honest. If you clicked on this video, you think this is coming straight from like this is a NASCAR 25 video. I'm just being honest. I don't think the majority of what we see here is in NASCAR 25. But let's talk about it so maybe you guys can get a little bit better understanding of how all this is going. This is a possible look at the tracks and even the Arca car. And to be fair, actually, the Arca car is probably going to be similar if iRacing's making it for iRacing. It's going to be similar, obviously, in the game. But those two things. Let's first look at the Arca car. It is over here. There it is. So this is iRacing's new Arca car. You have the Chevy, you have the Toyota, and you have the Ford Mustang right here. Sorry that I'm blocking it a little bit. But these are the new Arca cars that have been built from the ground up, modeled and everything that iRacing will deploy in their season update for Season 2, which I think releases next week. I'm not sure. Again, I have not been on iRacing a lot. But you will see these cars in NASCAR 25. But here's going to be the theme of this video when I say this. You won't see the exact version of this car, if you know what I mean. I think it's very important to differentiate iRacing on the PC versus what NASCAR 25 is going to be. And yes, while we will get Arca cars in NASCAR 25, that is confirmed, and they will look something like this, the way I think they are being modeled or built is just not this. It's not the same as iRacing models their cars, because it takes a long time for iRacing to model their cars and get all the physics system down. The physics system in iRacing is going to be different than the physics system that you have in NASCAR 25. It will not be the same code. I want you guys to understand that it's not the same. You know, I feel like a lot of you guys are tagging me in this, right? And you guys are saying like, Milad, go watch this, you know, Arca cars could be, you know, we could see this in NASCAR 25, the tracks that are being updated. We could see all those updated tracks in NASCAR 25. The NASCAR 25 is not, we take stuff from iRacing and copy and paste it to NASCAR 25. That's not what NASCAR 25 is. I'm being honest with you guys. This, to my knowledge, to what I know, that's not what this game is. Now, obviously, will there be similarities? Will the engineers who work on iRacing also work on NASCAR 25? Yeah, I'm sure that is the case. But they're not going to be like this car on iRacing is not going to drive exactly the same as NASCAR 25's Arca car. You know what I mean? Like that. That's not. It's not going to be the same thing. However, these cars are cool. I always thought these cars were really interesting. The Arca cars to me are like, I don't know. They're like a combination of the Gen 6 and the COT. I honestly don't know like what is the best explanation for this car. It looks like a COT body with Gen 6 elements of it. That's honestly what it looks like to me. It's a very weird looking car, but that's the Arca car that is there. You can see it there on track, and the narrator's talking about it. You can see that's gonna be a lot of fun. I actually do want to try this on iRacing when they go. You can see the dash right here. That's gonna be very cool. Again, this is not NASCAR 25. This is iRacing, but you will hopefully see something similar with these cars there. Now let's go to the tracks, because this is the main thing you guys wanted me to make the video on. And this is something that we know about. We know that there's been a NASCAR refresh in terms of, you know, for iRacing, the physics system, and also the tire model, and also the tracks, and basically just updating the racetracks that have been a while since they've been updated. This is Bristol that is being updated, and now this is my main thing. Now when I make this video, guys, I don't know this. I'm just saying what my opinion is, what I think is going to happen, but I do not know this. This exact racetrack, you see all the little dirty pebbles and stuff, all the dirt on top of the racetrack and all the little details. I personally don't think you're going to see this level of detail in NASCAR 25. Now, it's possible. It's possible. It's 100% possible. But I don't think these exact tracks are going to be copy and pasted into NASCAR 25. This hasn't even released yet for iRacing, guys. This is not even released yet. We're talking about NASCAR 25, which is coming out in the fall. This has not released. It's what I think. This is my opinion. What I think the tracks are going to be like in NASCAR 25 is I think you're going to have these scanned versions in terms of the dimensions. Like, this is all like the Geico restart zone and the decals and all the details in the stands and the sky and all. I don't think any of that is getting really copy and pasted in NASCAR 25. What I do think is that the dimensions of the racetrack, the actual scanned version of the track, could be in NASCAR 25. I don't know this though. They could be making the tracks from the ground up via art and design. They could be doing that. They haven't. iRacing has not come out and said if the tracks are scanned or if it's like an art and design. Now, I don't know if they are going to come out and say that or not. We don't know. We don't know. So I'm just telling you guys right now, this version of Bristol is cool and all. This is the new and updated version of Bristol, by the way. But it's not going to be, in NASCAR 25, in my opinion.
Few seasons, starting with
so this is Bristol. You can see all these decals and everything. Now this could be in NASCAR 25. Like the same exact wall designs and everything could be in NASCAR 25, Geico, all that stuff. I'm not sure. It's like, for example, Geico, I don't know if that's going to be in the game because that's a licensing thing, right? Like, iRacing can use it, but can NASCAR 25 use it? That's where you get the details of, we just don't know. Like, what does the licensing agreement, like, have in terms of, can you use Tracker, Bass Pro Shops, and the lights and everything? Like, we don't know.
With many
so
tracks.
Bristol is one of them. Las Vegas is another one. These are all tracks that are being updated in iRacing.
Nearly done with
so
Bristol,
brand new.
Dover.
This is he said Dover, Iowa,
Homestead, Kansas, Vegas, and Iowa. And
Homestead, Kansas, something else, Iowa, right? I don't know. Well, let's just listen to him because he says it.
New
Let's
and sizable
listen.
batches over the next few seasons, starting with many NASCAR tracks. We are nearly done with Bristol, Darlington, Dover, Homestead, Kansas, Vegas, and Iowa. And will ship many as free updates in Season 2 to owners of these tracks. Season 3 will see many more updates, and from there we will widen our focus to other categories of racetrack. We are really excited to get these older tracks up to date and ready to take full advantage of our future new graphics engine. Another track take full
not all these tracks are even releasing in Season 2. So my bad. I didn't hear that. Many of them are, but not all of them are. So this is Homestead updated. Looks really nice. Last time I went to Homestead was 2023, I think. That was the last time I was in Homestead. I did not go 2024. I don't think I did. Maybe, did I? No, I did not go in 2024. So 2023, I think the last time I visited Homestead. By the way, just off note, Homestead Miami Speedway, for the love of God, can we... Money, guys. Can we implement money into the facilities? I'm sorry, like, Homestead Miami Speedway, the facilities are so outdated. Like, it is just not acceptable anymore. They've had the same facilities since the start. I don't think they've changed anything. Maybe they changed the scoring tower. I think maybe that's been upgraded over the years. But Homestead Miami Speedway's facilities are just not good enough, and that is why we have a race at Homestead in March now, and not the championship race for late in the playoffs. It's because the facilities, they are not good enough, and that is why a lot of fans are not going to the racetrack, because there's nothing to do other than watch the race. There's no fan engagement, fan activation, like, there's just nothing, and it's been like that for way too long. And so, please, for the love of God, Homestead Miami Speedway, can we please find some moolah and upgrade the facilities? That'd be great. Anyways, all these details, right? Like the pink flag stand and all these little details. Could this be in NASCAR 25? Could it look something like this? Yes, it can. Do I think it will be something like this? I don't know. I really don't know. By the way, there's a playoffs logo right there. I think for NASCAR 25, we have to remove that. That playoffs logo, that's not there. We're racing in March, ladies and gentlemen. And then the narrator talks about like the 3D customization, all these details. I don't think all those details are going to be implemented. Let me find. So like this is what I was trying to find. So this sky model, right? Guys, this is specific to iRacing. This is not coming in NASCAR 25. NASCAR 25, while being built on the Unreal Engine, I think it is. That is where like the start engine is. It's not going to use this new sky model prototype. To my knowledge, that's what I think is going to happen. It's going to use its own thing. And so if we take a look at, like, for example, let's go take a look at NASCAR Heat 5. Let's take a look at that. Not shopping. No, I don't want. How did I get to Google shopping? Oh my goodness. Oh my. Back up. NASCAR Heat 5. Let's just go to images, okay? So we have NASCAR Heat 5 here, right? And this was on the Unreal Engine. and or not Unreal. This is a NASCAR Heat 5 review. What the heck? But this was on a the Unity engine, right? And you can see it, like, just the way the cars are. It's a little bit more on the arcadey side, but also this is what, 5 years old now, something like that. On the Unreal Engine, this will look better. The track surface, the walls, the fans, the car details, the details, like, you know, the minor details, whether it be like the lugs, the tires, the you know, not lights, obviously, because stock car doesn't have lights, but, you know, the decaling of the Mustang and the Camry and the Chevy, the windshields, the windshield banners, all this stuff should look a little bit better because the Unreal Engine is just maybe a little bit more powerful graphically, right? It's going to look a little bit better, but is it going to use something like this, right? And this is what you guys were adding me, like, and you guys were saying, like, oh, we gotta have this in NASCAR 25. No. This is iRacing. It's very important to try and differentiate between the two. iRacing's working apparently on a new graphics engine. I did not know that, but they're working on a new graphics engine. This is not coming out anytime soon that I think of, that I know of. I don't think so. But yeah, so all this stuff is in iRacing. So I don't want to carry this video on for too long. I've been yapping long enough. But my point is that yes, these NASCAR tracks that you guys added me at, that iRacing are updating terms, you know, just visually, they're refreshing a lot of these tracks. I don't think a lot of these updates, you know, are going to be copy and pasted in NASCAR 25. However, we are still waiting to see, will it use the scanned versions of the tracks? And I was thinking about this, and this is just me guessing. I really don't know. I went to my folder here, and so this is my iRacing folder, right? I went to where is it? Tracks right here. And I have a ton of tracks. You can see all this. I wanted to see, like, how big is Daytona, for example, just in terms of size, because I was, like, wondering, you know, when the game is made, I would guess NASCAR 25 size-wise would be somewhere around 20 to 40 gigabytes, somewhere in, like, when you download the game, right, on your PlayStation or your Xbox. I'm going to guess the size is somewhere between 20 and 40. I have no idea. That's a complete guess. So I went to Daytona just to see the size, and the size is 0.99 gigabytes. So 1 gigabyte. 1 gigabyte for Daytona. What about Atlanta, right? Go to properties. The Atlanta folder is 974 megabytes. So if we take, how many racetracks do we have in NASCAR now? 24, 25, whatever it might be. You know, we have Mexico City, Rockingham, however many tracks there are. Let's say, let's pick Indianapolis. How big is Indianapolis? Indianapolis is 667 megabytes. Homestead, let's pick Homestead. Homestead is 842. So somewhere between 600 and a gigabyte for each track, right? Let's say there's 30 to 35 tracks in the game, whether it be fantasy, whether it be some other smaller tracks, who knows, whatever, right? That puts us around, you know, 27, 28, 29 gigabytes worth of racetracks only. Then you have race cars and all that stuff. Like I said, it's not copy and paste. We're not taking this folder at Homestead and we're taking this oval, we're taking the oval.dat file and just copy and pasting it in there. That's not going to be the case. So we'll see how it goes. It is a wait and see. I'm definitely excited. And we'll see. I just want the scanned version. That's it. If the dimensions of the racetrack are, like, correct, that's really all that matters to me. And then you have designers and art and all that stuff working in the Unreal Engine. Go and do all that. And I think Monster Games will do a really good job with all that in terms of just art and design. So that's how I think it's going to be. If it's not, then that's okay. I mean, I'm trying to think. NASCAR Heat 5, in terms of the racetracks, what was my one complaint with NASCAR Heat 5 and racetracks? It was probably, well, no, that was NASCAR Heat, like, 2 and 3. It was, remember the apron glitch? Like, you would hit the apron, it would just automatically spin you out. Bristol was actually, NASCAR Heat 4 Bristol was amazing. Wait, I just want to remember that. NASCAR Heat 4, I know NASCAR Heat 4 is basically NASCAR Heat 5. NASCAR Heat 5 is just, you know, a copy of that. But NASCAR Heat 4 Bristol was such a fun track. Is this me? Awesome Bristol game. This might be me. That's a terrible thumbnail. Is this me? How's it going, guys? Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 4. We're gonna do... Welcome back, guys. 5 years ago. 5 years ago! Jesus Christ. They don't even have a face cam here. Track like Heat 3. I'm loose on exit a little bit. There we go.
All right.
I sound so different too. What mic am I using? Oh my god.
kind of lap
But I
can we
really like this
run?
version of Bristol because
Let's
remember,
see.
this is when they were trying to, even 5 years ago, they were putting that sticky tape on the bottom.
Boy,
And
little
this is not a scanned racetrack,
loose,
right?
and it is
Why
going
is
to
the
be
graphic quality not very good?
3/10
But
off.
this is not a scanned racetrack. This version of
I'm
NASCAR
sorry,
84.
I'm
Let me
sorry.
mute myself. This is not a scanned racetrack. This was Monster Games, art and design team creating the racetrack. And in my opinion, it looked pretty good. Like, this was one of the best looking racetracks on the game. It was also one of the best playing racetracks in terms of AI, in terms of the way it drove. It was definitely a lot of fun. And the top and bottom were, I think bottom was more OP than top, but it was definitely a lot of fun to drive. And that was 5 years ago on NASCAR Heat 4. So with a different game engine, what I'm just hoping for is that scan track, and then obviously Monster Games can go in and update the crowds and all the wall signage and everything in the infield and the lights and the sky and all that stuff, and even track details, right? The concrete, the asphalt, all that stuff. The art designers and game devs would go in there and manually kind of update and customize. So that's what I think it would be. Oh my god, NASCAR Heat 4 review, should you buy it? 295,000 views 5 years ago. I'm going down a trip down memory lane in my own videos,
Heat
guys.
4 is the
This is hilarious. I'm going to end the video there. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys later. Follow me on Instagram over there. Subscribe if you're new. And, yeah, we'll hear about more of NASCAR 25 in the future, I'm sure. Take care of yourselves. Peace out.